Hello and welcome to another episode of Women of Abundant Wealth. I am so excited that you joined us. You know why? Because you have made a difference in our lives. All the letters we get, the emails, the calls, they have been so dear to us and so inspiring, just pushing us to do better and be greater because you're great. You know, we always talk about reestablishing those destinies that have been redirected, and we're here to help you reestablish your destiny. If there's ever a topic that you want to understand more about, or maybe you have a story that we need to hear, just give us a call or either email us. Today, I have somebody very precious with me. You know, I'm always talking about being this bold and unique woman and living this bold and unique lifestyle. I'm always talking about that and always have, and I always will. People don't understand what I mean when I'm talking about this bold and unique lifestyle. I'm not talking about the glamour, the glitz, and all this, and dripping in gold, none of that. I'm talking about living a lifestyle that was created just for you. When you were born here with a purpose. God would never send anybody to this earth without giving them an assignment. Do you know your assignment? Well, a lot of us didn't, but we grow into that. And then some do, and we do get redirected. But this bold and unique lifestyle is just living the life that you were created to live, living it to the fullest, sharing it with others, and being you doing it. Never letting anyone tell you that you can't be the you that you was created to be. I want you to help me welcome today a phenomenal woman. I'm telling you, this woman is so phenomenal. I love her, and I know you guys are going to love her. Miss Bo Talley.
Aw,
how are you?
I am good. Thank you for that. That was so sweet. I love you too. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Well, give people a little bit about you, a little bit about your background and why I invited you on. You're new to the Dallas area, and I wanted to give you a big Women of Abundant welcome to the Dallas area.
Oh, wow.
You are just phenomenal. You're CEO of a corporation that does fundraising for different events. You also have your own business, and you also have a magazine as well.
I do. Wow. Yes, I am the CEO of Black Pearl Entertainment, and we do all things entertainment management and event planning. And then I also have a nonprofit called Take the Time Foundation, and our mission is to do just that, take the time for others. We partner with other 501c3s, and whatever they need help with, we help them out. Wow, so much to me. I do a lot of women empowerment sessions and just trying to encourage women to live a great life and live your life and not someone else's. Yeah. So I do a lot. I do a lot all over the world and a lot in my community back in Atlanta.
Oh, wow. So what was the thing? Did you always know that you wanted to do this? What did you start doing work? You know, like some people say, well, I was a secretary, I was this, I was that. But did you always know what you wanted to do?
I did, actually. From a young child, I always knew that I wanted to be a part of entertainment. And growing up in Alabama from the South, the morals, the values, and the superstitions and all that, like my grandmother was always saying it's better to give than to receive. So hearing that constantly, and she was like the grandmother, the mother of the community. She fed everyone, she came and she supported everyone's cheerleading, track, basketball, baseball, lacrosse, whatever it is you had going on, soccer. My grandmother, if your parent was not there, she was there.
Wow.
She always took the time for everyone, so she embedded that into my head and into my spirit that's all I knew. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do at a very young age, and I've been walking in my purpose for a very, very long time. So me being a part of the entertainment world and making people happy by planning their events and going out and doing fundraising events is just something that it's just in my soul, in my heart mainly to do.
Wow. Well, I know one of your events that you do is just really captured my heart, and that's the Lupus Fundraiser. A friend of mine has lupus. Well, two friends of mine actually, but I don't really see the other one that often and see what she goes through dealing with lupus. And I'm telling you, when I seen that you did that, I'm like, wow, it's needed.
Yeah, Balling for Lupus is one of my current babies. We're coming up on our third annual game, and it's an all-female celebrity basketball game. And the most amazing thing about this is the fact that it is for lupus. My grandmother's daughter, my mom's sister, died from lupus when I was 4 years old. She had 4 daughters at that time, and now her oldest daughter has lupus, and then her second to the oldest daughter has symptoms of lupus. So I do this on the strength of my Aunt Jackie, and we, like I said, we bring all these female notables together, these celebrities from all over that, mind you, probably wouldn't even hang in the same circles, but they come together for this one cause, and they let the hair down, they take the makeup off, they kick the stilettos off, and these women are out there playing basketball, and it's shocking because some know they played in high school or Pop Warner or whatever, and they come out and they play like, it's amazing. They've gotten sprained ankles and messed up knees and everything, but they do it for this one cause, and that's lupus. And my purpose is to just bring more awareness, even though we do collect funds, but just to bring the awareness, because a lot of us do not know. A lot of African Americans are mainly affected with lupus, and they really don't know about this disease. They don't ask to be checked for lupus. They just say, can you check me for breast cancer, HIV, or things like that. But they never ask for those things. So I just hope I'm doing my part by bringing people together to help me bring the awareness to get out there and check this out and check that out. But it's the most amazing thing about it is when people walk away, they always come back and they'll see me out somewhere and they'll say, because of you, I found out this is what my cousin might have passed from, or this is what my cousin is living with. So I know that doing this game is definitely educating everyone about lupus. But that's my baby. I enjoy doing it. The 3rd annual is coming up July 23rd. In Atlanta, well, Decatur, Georgia, Atlanta, at Alonzo Crim High School. And I'm excited because some of my husband's team will be able to attend this year.
Oh, wow. That is so exciting.
I'm excited.
Oh, my God. Now, also, I mean, you look so beautiful. You're well put together, but you're a mother.
I am a mother of 5. I birthed 4. But my oldest is my stepdaughter. She's 27. Hi, Yardley. And I have 4 children, Cameron, Adria, De'Aaron, and Khalid. College children. 2 have graduated. One's getting her master's. And 2 are in college. And my youngest is going to school well, he was going to school to be a minister, but now he's building a church.
Oh, wow.
My baby boy is only 21 years old. I'm very proud of him.
Yes. We'll definitely keep him lifted up in prayer. Oh, my God. So do they help you with a lot of the events? Do you bring them alongside of you a lot of times?
They do. They helped me. They're actually the founders of Take the Time Foundation. Me and my kids. My grandmother was in her stages of having several strokes and slight heart attacks and stuff like that, that before she passed, we actually had started the foundation, and we started it on the strength of her. So my children are actually the founders as well, and yes, they are right there by my side, even if they're in school, even from a distance. We'll get on the phone, we'll conference call, and they'll be like, Mom, this is what I think we should do this year, this is how we should do this. And so yeah, they're very much involved, very much.
Wow. I did that with my kids when they were growing up. I had a janitorial service for many years. And I would tell them, if you want to go out this weekend, you'll go clean that building. They wasn't so excited about it, but when they would get that check, they'd be like, you got anything else for us to do?
Right.
And I would just sit down with them and teach them different stuff about business and stuff, but they've surpassed me now, and so I call them for advice.
I find myself doing that too, calling my daughter, like she's in school for counseling. So I find myself calling her about the craziest little things. She's like, Mama, this is a fee. You owe me $120. But that's, I mean, you know, that's life. We teach them in some crazy way. It circles back to where they're taking care of us and they're teaching us, and I love it. I love everything about them and who they are and who they've become, because it could have been a different situation, because what me and their father divorcing and all the things we kind of took them through. I am happy to God that they are who they are and doing exactly what they're doing. Because it's hard nowadays, and they got it rough. I mean, we might have had it rough coming up, but they really, that generation just got it rough. They have a lot to battle with. And so it could, you're right, it could go one way or the other, and you don't really know. I just think nowadays things are more visible. So back when we were growing up, all this stuff was actually going on. We just didn't
Yeah.
hear about it as much. But because social media
Oh,
and
yes.
television is
Yes.
so out there now, it's easier to find out what's going on over in another country or what's going on next door to you, because
Yes.
there's cell phones, there's all
Yes.
these social media. So people are so quick to videotape everything. So it's so different now, and that's why I fear for my children. It's so out there now.
Yeah, it
And
is.
you really got to watch yourself. More so, my biggest concern was making sure I got home before the lights came on.
Oh, I know.
You know?
Oh, that was dangerous.
That was dangerous. Be home before that light pole come on. That was
Yeah,
my
that
biggest
was.
fear. You know, I could go outside and play and not worry about anything, walk 3 blocks and not worry about anything. But now you really have to be a little cautious about where you walk and how long you stay out and stuff like that. But I feel like that's the only fear for them. It's just so noticeable now.
Now, yeah.
You really got to pay attention.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
You do.
yeah, so.
Now, let me ask you this. You do all this stuff in the Atlanta area because that's where you're from and that's where you did your start there. But what do you intend to bring to the Dallas area? Can we get a little taste of that or a sneak peek?
Yes, actually, we're working on bringing Ballin' for Lupus here. I've teamed up with some people at 411 Sports, and they're so anxious to bring Ballin' for Lupus here. And then I've ran into several people in entertainment that does concerts and fundraising that just watch me via social media and watch how I operate, and they're just trying to connect and make sure that I do some things here. My biggest thing here I think I want to bring is my Ballin' for Lupus.
Okay.
For sure. I want to bring that here. I've been asked to do it, and so now I feel like it's time for me to do that. So, and then there's so many other things that I have going on, so I'm excited about a lot of things. Some things I can talk about, some things I can't, but I'm really excited about everything that I will be doing here in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you'll still be doing Ballin' for Lupus in Atlanta.
I will.
Because they'll be hunting you down. if
Yeah,
you don't.
they will. The girls literally fight. Right now, my email is crazy because so many women want to be a part of it, and I can only choose so many girls on the team. But it's going to be amazing this year because it'll be my husband's first time ever attending. It's our event because he's a professional basketball coach.
Yes.
It always happens during the season, and he's traveling. So this year it will fall on a day where they'll be playing the Atlanta Dream. And then the next day I'll have my game.
You'll be able to have it.
Like the cards were aligned for me this year or something. But he'll be able to be here this year. So I'm excited about that. And we have Odyssey Sims. She's going to be one of my celebrity coaches. And Plynette Pearson, who both are players for the Wings. So I'm excited about it. But Dallas is home for me now.
Oh.
And Atlanta is too, but Dallas is home too. We've already got situated and settled and have our place here and moving in furniture. So I'm just really excited about everything that's going to happen here. A lot of things are coming to me now, so I'm just excited about it.
So that means you're planted. God was like, I'm going to do what I did for you there, maybe do it larger, So I'm excited about that. Well, let's talk about that for a minute, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Your husband, when you were talking about your husband, yes, the beautiful lady is married. She's not a single guy. She is married.
Yeah.
So could you talk to the people and give them an understanding of who you married to and what you meant when you said that he's going to be playing in the Dreams
game? Oh, yeah. Fred, my husband, Fred Williams, he is the head coach of the new Dallas WNBA team, which is called the Dallas Wings.
Yay.
So I'm excited. They moved here from Tulsa. They were originally Detroit Shock. And then the team they got moved to Tulsa, and now they're moved up to Dallas. They just finally decided to change the name. So I'm excited about it. This is their first season here. And again, Fred, because he's a WNBA coach, he doesn't get to share in some of the things that I do during the summer because that's their season. When the men are finished, when the NBA is over, the WNBA starts.
Gotcha.
So this year he'll get to attend for the first time. He's seen pictures, everything, hears about it every time he comes home, but he's never attended. So he's super excited about this year, and I am too. But I'm very excited for him and the new season here in Dallas. The girls are coming in slowly but surely, and their first practice is this Sunday, which you should come to. It's free practice. I think it starts at like 2 to 4, something like that. It's open practice. And Fred's the only coach in the, I think, NBA and WNBA that has open practices like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
and that's exciting.
It is really exciting because you get to see the talent up close and personal. You get to, you know, get autographs signed and stuff like that. If you don't get to make it out to a game, or if you're not a season ticket holder and get those perks, this one day you definitely get those perks. So
Oh, wow.
I advise everyone, if you're a WNBA fan, if not just a basketball fan, if your children are, come out to that day. Sundays would be great.
Well, we definitely here at Women of Abundant Wealth are going to be promoting it. You know,
Please,
to
that would
come
be
out
great.
there, because you know every little girl may dream. Not every little girl, but some girls may dream of doing that and not know that, hey, it is possible. Because there's things that people think aren't possible, and it's like at hand's reach. So we will definitely be promoting that, telling the
you.
mothers,
Thank
whoever
you.
we need to tell,
Thank
to come
you.
out and support the girls, because it is a new team and they're in a new place, and I'm sure that they uprooted and moved to the area as well. So we
Yes.
just want to welcome the Dallas Wings to Dallas.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, I failed to mention they will be playing all their games at UTA Arlington. All their home games will be at UTA Arlington, and that's where the first practice will be, at UTA Arlington.
Wow, are you excited about that?
I'm excited. I'm always excited for Fred and these girls. I'm excited more so, I always tell him, for these girls because they're women. And as a woman, you know, just trying to do something you like that is male dominated,
Yes.
we don't get the same support. And so I'm pro-woman, and he knows it. And so my everything of just saying go and support these young ladies is because these women work really, really hard. People do not know that they have to play overseas to make their money, and then they play here.
Oh, wow.
So when the season is going on overseas, their season for some of them has already started in the United States.
Oh,
so
wow.
half of them don't even get a break. Some of them might get a good month break in a whole year. A year you get a month break because you're playing basketball over there and then you come back over here.
Wow.
And some may not even get that, but the pay grade is so different from here to there. And that's why I just feel like somehow, some way, we have to get ESPN and all these other networks to just really start promoting these women so they can stay here and play versus
Yes.
having to go overseas. But they have to. These women have families and children that depend on them, and so they have to do what they have to do. But it's a lot of work that these women have to endure. That's why I am so pro-woman, and especially these WNBA girls. They get injuries just like the men. They have to have surgeries just like the men, and they play just as hard as these men do. So support these women, support women in all sports, definitely, because it's not easy being a woman and, you know, being an athlete. It's
Yeah,
not easy.
so we need to make sure they're getting more pay. And by doing that,
Yes.
you know, coming to the games help, I'm sure.
It
you know,
does,
and just
it
really,
does.
okay, so plug into all your media outlets. I'm asking you to do this for me. I'm going to challenge you this week to plug in to all your media outlets, all the people you know, even on your jobs. I want you to tell as many people as you can about the Dallas Wings and about the information that she just gave you. And in doing so, then I want you to email me and tell me that you did this. I'm going to hold you accountable because we need to promote people. If you want to be promoted, the best way to do is to promote somebody else, because you give and you get back. And not that you do that just to get back, but if you're looking for somebody to do something for you, you ought to be willing to do it for somebody else. So help promote this team. And this team is here in Dallas. So that means a lot of proceeds stay in Dallas.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
You know,
Yes.
and people don't think about that.
No, people don't think about, they just think that they're feeding someone else, but it's all paying forward. You know, you just really, people got to learn how to not think selfishly sometimes and think for their hearts. And a lot of people don't think, well, most people feel like, what am I getting out of it?
Right.
Actually, a lot, especially if you have a young daughter who's dreamed of doing something like this, you don't know the connection she may get from going to the game, or how that may just change her life, period. If she's a young lady that's going down a troubled path, going to a game like this, seeing these women who have made it could definitely change her mindset on so many things. So people got to think of it a different way versus how, you know, they think sometimes.
Yes,
So,
that
but
is
it's going to be an amazing season.
Wow.
I'm excited. The first home game, I have to say that, is going to be the 21st of May.
Wow.
It's the
21st of May.
the first home game. So